Well, hello, my friends. Darren here. I'm in the parking structure of one of the gyms that I go to. I'm about to go do a workout. What I wanted to talk to you about today is focus. What you should be focusing on, and perhaps more specifically, what you should avoid focusing on. Now, in past videos, I've talked about success and what it takes to be successful. I also had a video on goals, setting goals, and the techniques to use to make those goals work for you. So hopefully you've watched those videos. I even had a free download in the goals video for some tools that you can use. So if you haven't seen that, go back to that. I'll put the link in the description below. So hopefully you've gone through that and you've defined some very clear, concrete goals, and you're focusing on them every day, making it a healthy obsession, as I like to call it. So that's great. But sometimes, even though people go through that process, they spend as much time or even more time focusing on negative things, focusing on what they don't have, what they don't like about their life, what they don't like about the world. Okay, and you need to get over that habit. That's not helping you at all. So every time you start to think about something negative that has to do with you or your life, whatever, change your focus to something positive, like one of the goals that you're working on. All too often, people will simply spend some time on their goals, but then look in the mirror and say, God, I hate the way I look. Well, why don't you create a health and fitness goal and visualize how you're going to look? You can even make something like a vision board. Print out pictures of people with the type of physique that you want, put that on the board, and focus on that every day. You don't have to have their faces on there. And just see yourself that way, right? I am a member of various online groups. We have meetings, webinars, and whatnot. And recently, something kind of interesting took place. The question was posed, how many people had made money from a particular thing that they were promoting, and several people responded in the chat that they had made money from that. But also, a lot of the newer people, felt compelled to respond that they hadn't made any money, or that they were broke. Well, that wasn't the question. The question was, how many of you have made money from doing this? But people are programmed to be very negative and focus on what they don't want. So they offered that they didn't make any money or that they were broke. Well, don't do that. That wasn't the question. If you haven't made any money yet, just focus on the people who have and perhaps what they're doing, and focus on what you're going to do to achieve your goal. One more historical event that puts this in perspective might help you. Back in the 60s, as you know, the Vietnam War was raging, which was very unpopular with a lot of people. And there was a very prominent religious figure at that time by the name of Mother Teresa. So there were a lot of anti-war rallies and meetings at that time. And some of these groups would actually approach Mother Teresa and ask her if she would take part in these anti-war rallies. And she would decline, but she would suggest that if they were going to have a peace rally, that she might take part in that. Now, do you see the difference there? One type of rally is focusing on what you don't want and what you don't like, but the other type of rally is focusing on your goal and what you ultimately want. And she apparently understood that. So that's a That's a story that always sticks in my mind. Listen, your mind controls your destiny. You have to learn to think positively. Don't focus on what you don't want. Don't focus on what you don't like. Just focus on your goals. See yourself as you're going to be when you've achieved those goals, and you'll be a lot better off. Okay? That's just a quick video for today. I'm trying to do a video every day, and it's a little hard to work them in sometimes. Stay tuned. I will be doing some demonstrations and some reviews. There's still a lot of good stuff ahead. And always look in the description below for links to helpful information, resources, things that I think may help you out. And if you like what you've been seeing so far, please like and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you tomorrow.